Good morning. It's Friday, February 16th. And on Wednesday, there was a great American parade going on celebrating the Kansas City Chiefs' victory in the Super Bowl. But another American community is now reeling from the shooting that took place at that parade. And the shooting at that parade left one person dead and more than 20 people injured. And as far as I know right now, the police have not found the shooter for sure. The police are working to determine who opened fire and what motivated the attack. It sent hundreds of thousands of people running for shelter. The estimated attendance at this particular parade was close to 1 million, or maybe slightly over 1 million. So can you imagine that? 1 million people exposed to a shooter on the open streets in Kansas City? That's insane. It's insane that we allow things like this to happen every day in our country. This is, I think, the 48th mass shooting of the year. It's like one a day. Are we crazy? Why? Because the stupid amendment says a well-regulated militia. So this was a parade. And at parades, there are children. And there were many children that were hit, that were shot. Is that what we want? Are we going to go crazy and we will stop having gatherings of crowds where insane people with guns can come and take advantage of the situation? It's lucky that only one person died there. And they didn't name who that person was. Maybe it was a child, maybe it was an adult. What difference does it make? People, innocent people, are shot down while trying to have a good time, gathering in a major celebration. So what are we going to do about it? We won't do a goddamn thing because we are stupid, insensitive, moronic country. Why do we need guns? Is it not safe in most places? Because we have a constitutional right. We have a constitutional right. But the people that get their hands on guns are not reading the Constitution. I'll bet on that. And I'm willing to bet that most people in this country do not favor the gun situation. But the manufacturers of guns are pouring hundreds of thousands of dollars into the pockets of the politicians to maintain their ability to produce weapons that kill people every single day in this country. Beyond the mass shootings, we have something like 30,000 suicides every year because people have a gun. Is that what we want to be known as? Do we want to hold up our heads and show the world how we allow people to die? Now, by per capita, we're not the leaders in this situation. I believe like Colombia, some country like Colombia, has more killings per capita than us. But they don't have more killings by count because our population is 10 times what the Colombian population is. So we have 10 times more people who are available to be victims. And this is the second shooting at a parade this year. 2 people were wounded in Denver in June when the Denver Fed had a parade to celebrate the NBA's Nuggets. So is this going to be something that these crazies are looking for? Are we going to have limited parades? Is everybody who comes to a parade going to be searched? I doubt it. What are they going to do on Thanksgiving Day in New York? What are they going to do on all these other parades? There used to be a May Day parade and parades like that. What's going to happen? If this catches on, we're going to have an armed force. We're going to have somebody who comes to watch a parade get searched. Is that what we want? Do we want to be afraid to go out, take the kids and the grandkids to have a good time, go to a parade, then go out for a nice lunch or dinner or something? It's crazy. Or are we going to start selling or renting bulletproof vests at parade sites? How about that? A new business. If you want to go to parade, we're going to sell you armored shields, whatever you want. Maybe we'll get soldiers, helmets, and things like that for people who go to parade. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the police were totally unprepared for it. But now I bet you they'll all be prepared for every parade. Maybe they'll be searching people who look suspicious or whatever. Or maybe everybody who goes to a parade will have to be dressed without jackets, with short pants, with no place to hide a gun. How about that? So this is an act of insanity that's going to affect the way people live for a long time. Meanwhile, the police are trying to collect as much physical and digital evidence to find the shooter in this particular parade. And the FBI and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms both responded to the Kansas City to help the police. That's what the Justice Department has declared. So is this going to be a national trend that we have to watch out for? Are we going to increase our police forces by parade watchers? And maybe there'll be people who volunteered, who have bulletproof vests, and they'll be willing to watch parades for shooters. It's insanity. But I can tell you one thing. If I had to go to a parade, I wouldn't be so fast to run to a parade these days. And maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe parades will be limited in size. Maybe they'll sell tickets to parades, and you won't be able to watch the whole parade. Maybe they'll let people go in and out. The parade will be 1 block long. You'll get a section, you'll be there for 10 or 15 minutes, and then you have to leave, and another group of people come into the parade. This is a terrible situation. Not an easy situation to solve, the way our gun laws are and everything. And the way the country is unbalanced now. I think every place that's a public place, you're in danger these days. So I don't want to continue talking about this sad situation, but I want you to recognize that this is another notch in our belt, a belt that needs severe tightening. So have a great day. Bye.